Good morning, everyone. How is everyone doing? I must say, I woke up with a smile on my face because I was seeing that Casper was doing again like another 4% are going upwards again. So this looks nice and promisable. But now it's done quite some running, and I must say, the rest of my portfolio looks up, is going up too. So it looks very beautiful at this point. I'm very happy. So if we're smiling behind the computer, that means that we need to take some profit sometimes. Also, just remember, if you are always keeping smiles after the computer and you see your portfolio go up very fast, take some profit, at least a little bit, not much, but we're still in a bear market. So you don't need to take too much profit, but just a small bit is always good. If it drops, you can always put it back in. If it does not drop, at least you have some profits already. So keep that in mind. But if you're a very patient person and you can wait till the bull run starts, that's good for me too. If you have the money left outside and you don't need it anyway, so you can always, of course, have patience and wait. Now, this is the chart of Casper that I took with me. So at this point, we are heading up a very beautiful. This is some gaining that this has already have done now in the last. We'll take it from here. In 56 days, we have going up for at least 158%. So that's a lot for even a coin like this, because we are not in a bull market yet, and not a lot of people are yet talking about crypto. So we are very calm yet. Here in my country, they don't even know what crypto is yet. They think it's still a scam and nothing will ever be doing anything good for it. But we know differently, and it's needed that the people know also what we can do with this. I still remember this is. I remembered when it was here around my birthday, around the 20th October, when I start looking at Casper and start investing in it. This is just hugely what it has been done for me. I'm so happy for everyone that got in early. And if you are now looking at this chart and you're thinking, I'm not early anymore, do remember that you are still early. Casper has not yet seen a bull market, and you have no idea how many people are going to invest in this cryptocurrency, because this is one of the biggest and newest coins out there. And even Binance is already interested in this one. I'm sure of it. He's maybe buying this now at the site before they are getting listed, and then having a bit of patience, because they are not gonna buy this when this is a euro and start investing into it. I think they are really buying this completely back up. And why do I think this? Is because of this guy. This is Nicholas Simil. My excuse if I did not pronounce your name very good. But this one does listening research led by Binance US. So this means that this guy does listening research. This means that he does the research before they get listed onto Binance. And he recently dropped an article about Casper. The 13th of July, he dropped this article. So that's about 6 days ago. And this article is quite huge, I must say. I looked at this one, and I was very special to see how big they and how beautiful they researched this everything. So if I can find it where it was located. Yeah, this was the article. So they start out with how to solve the blockchain trilemma. A block DAG and Nakamoto consensus friendship. This is a huge article. I'm not gonna read this complete article, because otherwise we would be here like for 10 to 15 minutes. If you do want me to read it, leave a comment, then I'll make another movie just by reading this complete article. But they show how beautiful they really solve something that no other blockchain does. And it's beautiful to see that these guys are already also looking into these coins. I'm sure of it that they are already invested into it also. But before they get listed onto the big exchanges, cryptocurrencies normally do not pump that much. They normally start pumping only when they get listed onto the biggest exchanges, and that's still Binance and Coinbase, or Kraken, or crypto.com. These are still the biggest exchanges out there. So when they get listed on one of these, they will have a pump, and they will have a huge pump. So like I said, this is a huge article that they pronounced. They really went in depth about everything, how they solve the blockchain trilemma is solved. Some may argue that Nakamoto consensus namely the Bitcoin protocol, doesn't need to scale as the cryptocurrency. It meant that it held as a store of value. This argument is not ridiculous, as it serves as an alternative to gold and silver. Nonetheless, is that to fulfill Satoshi's version of a peer-to-peer electronic cash system, it must scale, as nobody will want to wait once 6 blocks have passed 16 minutes to purchase something. Moreover, it has been shown that original Nakamoto consensus cannot scale due to its synchronous nature, and it conflicts arises from the forks. So what did they say here in this little part? That they cannot scale Bitcoin itself, so they are not able to scale it, and that means that if you want to do transactions with Bitcoin, that would be impossible for the whole world. Nobody would be able to do that, because a block time of Bitcoin is around 10 minutes, and if you have to wait 10 minutes to be able to do a transaction, and if you do not pay, somebody else paid more for their transaction, they get ahead of the curve. So that means that you could be waiting a long time at the terminal to be able to pay. So that's impossible. Now this cryptocurrency has solved that problem, and the block rate of this one is 1 second. So every second there comes out a new block, and you can see it like this: how more people there are at the register to do payments, the more casas there they go open, so the more payment openings they go, and they really are scalable, so they can constantly expand themselves without having to decrease on security. So it's beautiful to see. Also the hash rate is going up like hell with this one at this point. I've seen somebody pay for 1.3 million on mining gears. Thanks to one of the followers that I do. This is amazing to see how fast they are going, because they are really profitable also. And this is something that you really should look. I will leave a link in below, so that you can see if you want to read this article about Casper, if you're interested. This is really a nice one. It explains a lot, and how and what it does really. But yeah, this one done the last 24 hours, again around 8%. So yeah, you have no idea where this will go. I do at this point. This will go at least to $3 or €3, or like you can say it's the same. But why is because this has not yet seen a bull market, like I said before, and a market cap at this point is like at 600 million, so it's about up 100 million, but still this is nothing compared to the top 10 coins. So we can go to here and take a look at the top 10 coins. So if we see here, these are the top 10 coins. I compare at this point Lloyd, Solana or Cardano. Why? Because Solana and Cardano are a layer 1 coin. Dogecoin I'm not counting into it, because this is a meme for me still. Will it be big? Yes, because there are too many people into it already, and this will not go to zero. But I would pick one of these two to compare it with, because one, it has also a layer 1, and second of all, it's working on making a smart contract out of it also, so they are also implementing that. So that's very good. And the third of all, did you know that the White House is is mining this cryptocurrency? And also not only the White House, but also Putin is mining this. This is amazing. So around the world, they are all mining this. So where the big guys go with their money, it's easier to follow it. It's also because you will just earn money. It's no sense to go against the stream. It's easier to go with the stream with money so that you can just earn your piece out of it and then do what you want, because that's how you make a lot of money. It's not easy to go against the streams because then you will never make huge sums of money. So now if you would take like Solana and you would go to market cap and you see we are here at the market cap of 62 billion at the highest port. Now do know that when the market cap was at the biggest time last time, so here was the market cap, we were only at around 3 trillion that there was into it. Now know that BlackRock has invested already into the cryptocurrencies, and this guy has like 10 trillion on under his wings to just play with. So that means he has invested money from investors, big guys that have a lot of money, and he has a total of 10 trillion under his wings that he can spend and do with it what he wants to make more money, of course, for his clients. But that means that there was only 3 trillion in here, so that means that if 1/3 goes in here, that the market already goes up like by 3 to 4 trillion just by this one guy alone. So the market this time will pump more than we have ever seen. The trillions that will go in here will be huge. This will be at least at 10 trillion, so that's a 10x from now, the amount of cash flow that will go in here. So that means if there goes a little bit more downwards, so Bitcoin could easily be going up huge. So this has a market cap of 500 billion at this point. So that means that this will be at least 1 trillion, 2 trillion, and the rest will follow. But if Casper goes to the same amount like that Solana did, so if it only does the same amount like Solana did now, this is 65 billion, if I can read correctly. So we have 65 billion, oh, I cannot see it, 500 to make it easy to count. That's million, John. That this is billion, and then we go to the amount of coins that Casper has. Casper has about 19 billion coins. Then we divide this by 19 billion 710, make it 11 so that I don't have to count. 3, one more, so that's 3, okay. So that means that this would be around $3.3 a coin if it only does what Solana did. So this is beautiful to see. That means that the coins stay the same, of course. The coins will go up. Every day they mine coins, so they release this much of coins, of course, so the coins will go up a bit, so this will be not completely accurate at this point, but still that means if it only goes up like to 60, that's nothing, people, really. This coin has so much potential that you still have no idea why, and this will be one of the top 10 coins easily. So if it does hit the top 10 coins, that means this is a $3.3 coin worth. So that means that we have at least 100x to go from here. If this goes to 3.3, this is 100x that we can do this with this coin. And this is a coin where you can rest for sure that if it does 100x, that your money is safe. This is a layer 1 project that has a huge potential. This has a huge Discord after it also, so a lot of people have no idea, have never been to Discord and read this. I do. I go with these guys a long way. I also read everything into it, and I know a few people that are invested into this from very early stages also, and these people these guys have money that you have no idea how much they have. I've been into 0%. I have been in with these guys for a very long time also, And these guys have millions to trillions under their capacity, and these guys really help people to find financial freedom also. So I learned through these guys what Casper does and how they did it. The very rich people talk about money like it's something that they need to talk about. The normal people, they are a bit scared of talking about money, but these guys don't. They openly talk about it so that they can make more together, and they are very happy to share it with each other. So that's why they grow, and that's why we have to do the same. So if we want to grow, we have to grow together and not against each other. So, and if these really rich people go into it, what do you think? That you will not be able to make money? Of course you will. And still now you are early. People think because it's done already 14,000%, 19,000% about a year ago that you are late in the game. You're not late, you're still early. You have no idea. This is still like buying Solana at the first time before it pumped. So if you get into this and you still want to go into it, take it step by step, because I'm gonna take a look at the chart first of all. And because of this big bump, I do think will have a small pullback. I would love to see it at least come back to these areas. Will it happen? I have no idea. So I would love to see it go back to 0.27. This would be a nice entry, and the perfect entry would be here, of course, at these prices at 0.017 and 0.106. So if you would get an entry below 2 cents, dude, I would buy the hell out of it. That would be my priority to do so. But at this point, it looks it's slowly going up, and crypto has done this, but because now this one has gone up, he perfectly retested the areas, and this is a line that goes back from the start where I can see it. So they have come back to these areas again and again, here again. So I would love to see them come back to these areas one more time before we continue to go upwards. I would love to see it go a bit sideways also. That would be nice before we go up higher. And I would love that the big exchanges do wait a little bit more before they get listed onto it, because if you get listed into a bear market or you get listed into a bull market, it's a very big difference, because a lot of people are investing into it, and then they can really pump your bags. So that's how it works. These big guys will pump your bags, and also the other people that will go into it after it only hits $1, and so then we are taking profit, people. So if you have no idea when to take profits, I'll follow my channel and I will definitely tell you when I'm taking profits, so that we can grow and get it bigger together. Will I put it in stable coins this time? I have no idea yet. I think I will put it more into precious metals. So we also have cryptos that have metal behind it, so like gold, silver and everything else like that. I think I will rather put it in something like that than put it in stable coins, because I'm not sure that the dollar or the euro will survive after this bull run, because we are hitting to 2030 then, and it will be close to make sure that it will survive, yes or no. I have no idea yet. Now after this big bump, like we said already, I would be careful now. If you put in money, don't put it all in together, put it in bit by bit. Do never chase a pump like this, so it's better to have a patience until it comes back to the 0.27 area, something like this. And if it does, this would be a nice entry point to take some partials into it. So here would be a nice entry around this area. And the other one, the perfect entry would be here, of course, but if it will hit this, I have no idea. If it keeps growing and it goes above the 4.2 cents, yeah, then we have no idea where it will hit. So then there is no limit to where it will go. So if it then hits like 10 cents, yeah, people, I'm no financial advisor still. I'm just here to help you grow your gainings. That's all. And make sure that you are taking profits when it's needed, because I've done a bull market, I've done a bear market already, and I've seen my bags go up and I've seen my bags go down. So this time I'm much more prepared to make sure that we take much more profits and that we can easily do the next time, just swap in and swap out of coins so that we can make a lot of money more. So thank you all for following, thank you all for joining. I must say, keep smiling, because that's how it works. It's just a game, it's just having fun. Crypto is having fun, of course, people. And be well, joy, smile, and enjoy the rest of the day. Ciao.